Typical energy efficient pump that we sold, if you have one of these pumps, the leaks usually go behind the impeller, right in this area, right behind here. To fix this problem, you can try, first thing you can try to tighten the brass coupling between the motor and the pump housing. Let me get a closer look and show you how. Okay, first of all, you need to put a pump on its side and look for the brass coupling with a 2 Allen screw right on it between the pump, motor, and the housing, like you see here. The leaks usually come out here. Okay. First you need to do is loosen these 2 Allen wrench here, okay, and use a large, long screwdriver like this one here, a large, very large flathead screwdriver like this one, okay. And once you loosen this 2 Allen screw, you can put the screwdriver right here between the pump housing and the brass fitting, and try to pry it away from the pump housing. That doing so, we would put pressure on the impeller seals, and that will seal the water from leaking. Okay. The brass fitting here only move very small increment, probably about 1/8, maybe 1/4 of an inch this way. Okay. You pry it from this end, try to push over this way to the right. Okay. And then once you stop, you just hold on to this screwdriver and put pressure on the screwdriver, and on the other hand try to tighten the 2 Allen screw. And once you've done that, that should be back to normal working condition. Now, if you have one of these pumps with the motor that attached directly on the onto the pump housing like this one, okay, with the 4 bolts here, okay, it's going to be a little difficult to repair the leaks on this one. First of all, you need to take all the screw out, okay, to get to the inside of the pump housing. Okay, once you separate this part, you have a impeller. You need to remove the impeller inside. Now I'm going to remove this bolt to get access to the inside of the pump housing, like I'm doing here. Okay, I will show you when I get to the inside. Okay, don't forget to remove this screw that bolted down to the base here. One on here and one on this side here. Okay, once you remove all the bolts here, all the way around, and the screw that hold down to the base, the pump housing is supposed to come apart just like this. Okay. Okay, this is the impeller housing. You have 2 small Allen screws here to hold it in place. So we need to remove these 2 to get to the impeller right behind it. Okay, this is the impeller. There is a spring-loaded seals right behind the impeller that keep the water tight from exiting the pump housing. If this leaks, then you will need to remove this and replace the seals behind the impeller. Okay, to remove the screw in the middle of the impeller, you need to use the channel lock, this one, to hold down the impeller from turning, and use #1 Phillips screwdriver and turn it clockwise to remove the screw. to remove the impeller, you need to stop the impeller from turning by stopping the electric motor shaft from turning. Now you need to go back here, the back end of the motor, and you see this part. You need to remove this cap to get access to the shaft right in there. And they use a 1/2 inch wrench to hold the thing in place from turning. I'm holding this, you can turn the impeller on the other side to free it from. Now I'm be able to stop the motor shaft from turning. Now I'm turning this counterclockwise to remove the impeller. Now this is the seal I'm talking about. You need to replace the seal if it leaks. And this one here as well, right in there. Okay. Now this is called pump seal. This is what it looks like. It has the spring in there, keep the pressure on. So what you need to do to remove the old one in here, just pull straight out, and then this will be pressure fit back in there, and then reassemble everything in the reverse order that you have removed. Okay.